Alright, hey guys, what is going on? My name is Infinite, and today we got something special. In this box holds the brand new Scuf controller. Now, if you guys know, I've used a Scuf controller all my life. Ever since back in the 360 days, I've used Scuf controllers. You can't play without one. There's something about using these paddles on the back of the controller that just, you can't, once you use them, you can't go away from using them. And it's a really bad addiction to have, but it's a good one to have at the same time. So this is the brand new Scuf ImpAct controller. So let me go ahead and pull this thing out. We'll get it unboxed for you guys. Ooh, yeah, that noise. It's always a good noise. Ooh, there it is. There's the box. Let's get that thing open. Alrighty. And here we are, the Scuf ImpAct controller. Brand new. What they say is this feels like a 360 controller. This part right here, this, you know, the whole way it holds and things like that feels like a 360 controller. So mine actually doesn't look like that. That's actually the Spectrum camo, but it's a nicer box than the last couple I've seen. It just has a very nice design. So you can see all your colorways and things on the back with all you can pick and stuff. Let's go ahead, we'll slide it out and see what mine looks like. So here we go. We'll be like opening it up. Nice box, nice presentation, and there we go. So I think they put the thumbsticks on backwards, but it's not a big deal because I can actually flip-flop them. But here's mine. I have mine to be black and white with the color scheme that I have for my desk. So first I'm going to point out some stuff in the box. So we've got the welcome to the world of Scuf. The rules of the game have changed. A message from Duncan. So you can use Scuf5 at checkout for 5% off your Scuf, or you can use one of the other guys' codes. I use the Optic code, obviously. And then inside here you have like a little pamphlet of what all comes with the Scuf, what is cool about the Scuf and things like that. So I'll kind of go through the specifications of mine and what mine looks like. So as you can see, the main difference here between the regular Scuf and the newer Scuf is that it has 4 paddles on the back of it. Now, I haven't gotten used to the 4 paddles because, well, it's a lot different to use 4 paddles like I have on my Xbox One. I have 4 paddles on my Xbox One and 2 paddles on my PS4. So going from 4 to 2 is a little bit different, but this actually feels really nice. It feels like a 360 controller in my hand. I'm gonna have to switch up these thumbsticks because they're backwards on me, but yeah, this feels really, really nice. So the main thing to keep note of here is the difference in the paddles. So these paddles actually have a locking system on them where they're not actually screws. So if you see this one, they're actually screws on there, and as you can see, they're kind of broken because I press them so much and so often. So on this one, it's just like a quick release system. So to get one of these handles off, you kind of pick up and push and then twist to the outside and it will come right off. So that's kind of the system that they've created for easier paddle replacement and for less paddle breakage. So then if you want to get it back on, you can kind of, if you guys can see here, you can slide it in. If I can get it to slide in there, slide it in and then pull it down and it'll lock in there. And so then you have all your clicky buttons that you have. I like the way that this feels. This feels a lot different than the other controller. It just feels bigger and bulkier, and I like the way that it feels really nice. Now, I don't have the trigger stops on mine because, for one, when I'm playing Call of Duty, I just use these 2 buttons up here because it's just a simple push of a button rather than actually pulling the trigger and finding the sweet spot that you actually have to have for this. So I have mine always switched to be these 2 things here, and that's very important when playing Call of Duty. As you can see, I have the black and the white. I have the white rings, the white thumbsticks. This one is actually flip-flopped, so the right thumbstick over here, which is left on your guys' screen, or if it's right, whatever. My right thumbstick is always going to be higher than my left one. These 2 are just switched, so you can actually change that by using the Scuf ring that they give you. So basically all you do is put it on there, twist it, and then it can pop right off. If I can get the Scuf ring off, and then you can just kind of pop the joystick out, and then you can do the same with the other side. All right, there we go. So now it's not. Yeah, but I like this. I have the soft white touch on the front. It's a different texture than the black on the front here. If you can kind of see, it just kind of looks like a matte color as opposed to this controller that just kind of has that glossy finish. There's 2 different finishes on here. So this one's like a soft touch black, and this one's just like kind of a hard plastic black. It doesn't really make much of a difference, but it just feels nicer in quality. On top of that, I also have the military grip on the back of it because my hands sweat quite a bit when I'm playing, so I want to be able to hold on to the controller, and that military grip definitely helps. If you pair that with gamer grip, you're really never going to let go of your controller. But then we got the soft touch white buttons as well, white thumbsticks, white ring locks. If I need to switch the thumbsticks, I can probably always order white colored thumbsticks and see if I can't get a replacement of them. But they also come with a 1-year paddle warranty, so if you do snap your paddle off, that you can tell them and they will send you out a new pair. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The other thing to note is the locking mechanism for the charging port. Now, I don't have a cable that came with mine because they don't typically send those, but if you were to order one of the newer cables, it actually sits in there and locks in there. And these are actually the new PS4 controllers that will automatically switch to being wired instead of Bluetooth. So when you go to tournaments and stuff, you won't have these issues, and you can actually bring your Scuf controller along with you. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. You can kind of see the differences between the Scuf, the old Infinity 4PS Scuf, and then the Scuf ImpAct. I bought the ImpAct because I wanted the bigger controller, but they also redesigned the whole Scuf controller here to have different paddles. They have the same paddle mechanism that this one does. So the Scuf Infinity 4PS will actually now have this paddle system as opposed to just the screws and things like that. If you guys can see that, they won't have the screws anymore. They'll have this brand new paddle mechanism that they have going on, this slide and lock mechanism that they have going on. But anyways, that's going to do it for the video today, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to smash the thumbs up button, and then go check out Scuf Gaming for all your controller needs. It's the only controller I will ever use in my entire life is a Scuf Gaming controller. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, please smash the thumbs up button. It helps me out a ton. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, let your life be infinite. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go kill some noobs.